records.
Hello, dear students. We are about to start our 4th unit of our English for Starters 8.
In this episode, we'll talk about 1. The most incredible places. 2. The superlatives.
Prepare to be surprised, amazed, and astonished. If you go to Mausiram in India, take an umbrella. With 11,873 millimeters of rain per year, it is the wettest place on the planet.
Which country has the most lakes in the world? China? India? The USA? No, it's Canada, with more than 2 million lakes.
Do you like meeting people? Then Tokyo is the city for you. With 2,737 million inhabitants, the Japanese capital is the most crowded city in the world. The heaviest hailstones in the world fell in Bangladesh on 14th April 1986. Some of them weighed an incredible 1 kilo.
The largest desert in the world is bigger than all the other 12 major deserts added together. The Sahara Desert covers over 9 million square kilometers. That's nearly the same size as the USA.
At 6,695 kilometers, the Nile is the longest river in the world. It starts in Burundi in Africa and flows all the way to the Nile Delta into the Mediterranean Sea.
The deepest point in the sea is the Mariana Trench in the Pacific Ocean. 10,911 meters below sea level. A 1 kilo weight would take an hour to sink to the bottom.
You can find the most unusual rock shapes in the world in Ireland. In Irish legend, the Giant's Causeway was once a road used by giants to walk across the sea to Scotland.
Now, let's check our comprehension by writing the world records for these places.
1. The Nile. The Nile is the longest river. 2. The Mariana Trench. The Mariana Trench is the deepest point in the sea.
3. Giant's Causeway. In Giant's Causeway, there is the most unusual rock shapes.
4. Mausiram. Mausiram is the wettest place in the world.
5. Canada. Canada has the most lakes in the world.
6. Tokyo. Tokyo is the most crowded city.
7. Bangladesh. The heaviest hailstones in the world fell in Bangladesh. 'Now, let's start our grammatical journey.
Superlatives.
A superlative adjective expresses the extreme or highest degree of a quality. We can use superlative adjectives when talking about 3 or more things, not 2 things.
Formation of superlative adjectives.
There are 2 ways to form a superlative adjective. Short adjectives add est. Long adjectives use most.
Example: big, biggest, beautiful, most beautiful.
Now, let's be sure that you got the last idea. Write the superlative
Long, the longest. Deep, the deepest. Unusual, the most unusual. Wet, the wettest. Crowded, the most crowded. Heavy, the heaviest.
Attention!
The following adjectives have irregular forms. Good, the best. Bad, the worst. Far, farthest or furthest. Now, let's check our comprehension to the superlative S by answering these questions. What's the biggest animal you have seen? Elephant.
What's the best book you own? The Miserable.
What's the most beautiful place in the world? Syria.
What's the smallest piece of technology you own? My USB.
What's the best tourist site in your country? Umayyad Mosque.
What's the most exciting film? Mission Impossible. Attention!
We use the before superlatives.
Finally, I wish you got the benefit from our lesson today. Study very hard. See you in the next lesson. Bye-bye.